Greetings and salutations. It is I, Professor Macabro, here again with another movie review. I must say I'm quite proud of myself and the Spooky Crew because we've been able to maintain a consistent string of movie reviews, and isn't it? While the uploading of them have been all over the place, and when I've gotten the chance to actually record them, we have consistently done and been posting movie reviews, and that's something that I've always wanted the channel to be. A movie review horror content channel, and we're chugging along, yes indeed. And in this occasion, I wanted to talk about a movie that I discovered back in a while ago now, through Bloodbath and Beyond. Yes indeed. Unfortunately, their channel got nuked by YouTube after they hit a milestone, so fuck you, YouTube. But they still produce some really good content, and in one of those episodes, they reviewed this particular movie, which got it on into my radar. And as it tends to happen, thankfully, the DVD gods above allow me to have someone talk about it and reference it. I'm like, that's the kind of movie I want to see. And the DVD gods are like, here you go, you poor slob. Have it, this movie. And I was able to find my very own copy of the movie we're going to talk about, Nurse. Now, the original title of this was Nurse 3D, because it was released during the 3D craze, where everything had to be 3D, 3D, 3D. Whoa, look at my 3D hand reaching out to you. Yes, indeed. And that the 3D craze comes and goes. It came out in the 80s with a whole bunch of horror movies that were in 3D. Came back, and according to my watch, it should be making a comeback anytime soon, you see. But, and the promotional material for this was really, really good, let me tell you. The two big posters I mostly remembers have this one, like this digital art featuring Paz de la Huerta, but she was in a nurse outfit, and she was riding this giant, medical needle. Looked really cool. The other one that I remember very fondly also had Paz de la Huerta just drenched in blood, and she was butt naked, and she was drenched in blood, but the blood was in the form of a nurse's outfit. No, good promotional material. Unfortunately, the DVD, for some reason, didn't have the needle thing. It's just this. Very disappointing. But yes, I was curious about owning this movie. I got it, and I recently rewatched it, and I wanted to give you my thoughts on the movie. So it's Nurse. So what's the first thing you think of when you hear Nurse? Well, obviously, hello, Nurse. Yes, indeed. But the other thing that you might think with a horror movie with a nurse would be a killer nurse. A nurse that goes around euthanizing people, and that's what she does. But she's kind of like a vengeful nurse, you see. Kind of like, what would be a good equivalent? Like Miss 45. Yes, indeed. When Miss 45 goes around seducing men, and when they prove that they're like shitty people, that's when she offs them, and that's what she does. Paz de la Huerta goes around in scantily clad dresses, and she goes like all sexy, and like, ooh, I like you. Don't you wanna feel my body? Feel my body, it's so sexy. And the guys are like, yeah, hell yeah, I wanna feel your body. Swing. And the guy, and then she gets them alone, is like, ooh, I'm going to sex you up, man. Yes, I'm dead. I'm gonna sex you up. But then, in the first kill that we see here, she goes around like she's fondling the guy, and then she takes one of those scalpels and cuts one of his main artery, and she's like, now you're dead. Deader than dead. You have about 5 minutes to run through the stairs and get medical help, but you'll never make it because you're gonna bleed out, gushing blood. Or I can kill you right now. And she pushes a schmuck out of the roof where they were at, and he dies. And that's her thing. That's what she does. She goes around killing unfaithful men, because it is revealed that one day she was visiting her papa, and the papa was boinking this nurse, scummy guy, and that kind of fucked her up. So like, yes, you would. I mean, imagine you being a young, impressionable kid, and you see your dad or your mom boinking someone willy-nilly. You'd be like, you would short circuit probably. Yes, indeed. But that's what happens to this poor chick. She loses her shit and gets sent to a mental institution, and she is seducing men to kill him. But she kind of proved, I'm not saying that men aren't shitty. I mean, let's be honest, even humans in general are shitty people. And the shitty people, when they see a hot, sexy nurse coming towards them, the majority are going to be like, I want to tap that. And unfortunately, if they come across her, they're going to be unalived, something fierce. And Paz de la Huerta plays the role very curiously. You'll see. She does the sexy thing, but she also kind of like over-underacts, if that makes sense. She's like, I don't know what the direction the director gave her, because in the sexy moment, she's sexy with her body language. Her body language is very sexy. There's a moment in this where she's drenched in blood, and she's like, yeah. Kind of like that really cool bathroom scene in Hostel 2, where the lady's like, ha ha ha, this will work wonders for my skin, ha ha ha. But Paz de la Huerta's like, ooh, ooh, ooh. So the body language performance is there, but the speaking parts are not there. It's very, very, very weird. And it's also kind of like a single white female, because Paz de la Huerta develops feelings for this hot blonde nurse, and she's kind of like ruining her life so that she'll be with her. So it's like two things coming together. The revenge of Paz de la Huerta and her single white female thing. The editing's a thing that happens in this, and for the majority of the performance are curious. But yes, it is. With so many crime procedurals, the sexy, hot serial killer would probably not fly. They would probably catch her really quick. I mean, they would know this, because she's not shy about the wardrobe that she wears. And if someone asked me if I had seen something sketchy, like, let's say I have a pal that I know is a womanizer, and she come across Paz de la Huerta wearing but nothing, it would stick in my mind like, yeah. The last time I saw my buddy, he went out with that super hot, sexy fucking nurse. Cops, you should probably look into that. She's like, yay high, yay big, and legs from here to Timbuktu. I could probably give a really good description, let me tell you. So, yes, in real life, this would probably not happen, or maybe it does, who knows. But I would still recommend Nurse. Unfortunately, this is the 2D version, so it does suffer from the unfortunate situation that all the 3D effects are like, look at this 3D, oh, there's a needle, the needle gonna get ya, 3D. But it doesn't have the same impact when it's on 2D. I haven't been able to see this in any streaming services, and I've tried to remember to look them up, so I have some recommendations for you. But I was only able to find this on DVD, which is the superior way that you should watch and collect horror movies, because it has special features. And you don't come across that bullshit thing that's not streaming anywhere, or it's streaming but behind a paywall that you already pay monthly for streaming services. But if you want to see this, guess what, fucker? You have to pay us a little bit more, because we're money-grubbing assholes that just want more money. Money. So, buy DVD or Blu-ray, buy physical media, and that way you'll avoid that kind of shit. Yes, indeed. And again, you get special features, interviews, audio commentaries, behind-the-scenes shit. Good stuff. So, do I recommend Nurse or Nurse 3D as it was originally known? It's worth a watch. Definitely worth a watch, but not something to write home about. Yes, indeed. Have you seen Nurse or Nurse 3D? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Let us know in the comments down below. But until we see you all again next time, this has been Professor Macabro. That is Zombie Huesitos, and we all wish you, like always, Good evening.